Welcome to today's special webinar session recap of 16th of December. I will show you new setups. I hope that you have had profitable week. At least I had nice week these last few weeks or last month. Really, it's very uncommon for this December to be such good as this. I rarely had any losing trades, and to be honest, all of these setups were almost winners. I just had a little of loss on euro dollar from the last week, but basically it was a very small. I will show you first what we had last week. Then we will quickly resume to our today webinar, of course, to see next few days possible setups. Market plan for euro dollar last week. We had a possible position buy around these levels, 36.75, 36.60, and sell scalp alternatively around 37.50. What happened was, now this is euro, and let's put a line on webinar. Last webinar was 9th of December, 6 o'clock. So the first setup which came was short around 37.50 with 20 pip stop loss, 20 pip target. I was in the trade just around 37.50, and what happened basically is, here is the setup around 37.50. This stop loss wasn't hit, but well, to be honest, I was trying to get it a little bit lower, somewhere around there, and that is why I didn't put a trailing stop, and I was stopped out for some, I don't know, maybe it was some 20 pips, 21 pip of this trade. But I know that some traders call me to say that they have grabbed some 10, 15 pips out of it. Well done. I didn't. I scored a little loss on this trade. Then we had GBP. This was one of winner trades. Basically, GBP and Euro Japanese yen were winners for me, and Euro Japanese yen was a huge winner. Exactly. Also, GBP dollar, I got some 50, 60 pips. I don't remember now to the pip, but somewhere around 50 pip, I think. It was buy around, this setup was activated by around 63.30, 15 with stops around 62.50, targeting 64.40. I didn't, basically what happened is GBP didn't hit the target price, TP, but it went in a huge profit, and I stopped it, of course, with money management a little bit earlier. Setup was activated. Basically, it was here. It was 11th of December. You see, almost to the pip. It was 63.40. I longed at 63.55, I think. And what happened is the price went to 64.18, almost full price potential. But yet again, you need to, of course, you need to manage your trade, not just set and forget. And basically, this was great winner. Then on Aussie, we had buy it 90.75.55, targeting 91.70, 92. I didn't, because I was in other trades. I didn't manage to enter this trade. We had bullish triangle 90.75, 90.75. Basically, you see what happened. What happened is that if you got in the trade, you would be very profitable. But to be honest, this was also, if I had entered this trade, this would have been also a huge winner for me. This horizontal line on each chart represents the webinar time. So this is our webinar time. Setups are usually activated around 2 days after, or up to 2 days after our webinar. So those are valid for 2 days or 1 day, if I tell you. So this setup particularly was also very good. And I don't know if some of you, if someone can take in a trade, you can tell me. If you ask me, I was already, as I told you, I had a GBP trade, Euro Yen, and some other pairs which I trade also. And what happened is I didn't put an alarm for this trade. But what happened is the price went to the pip, even with a zero drawdown. And look at this, almost 100 pip, almost 100 pip. So this was also a huge winner for everyone who took the trade. So I would be glad if someone at least got some pips, because this is all hard work. I need to analyze, I need to put setups, and this is all free work, because many of analysts and traders, you need to pay for this. And I'm really glad if someone made this for free. Just before I got to my winning trade, Euro Yen, this was activated, sell around this target onto the pip, really. And my trailing stop was, this was really a huge gain. Okay, I will get back to euro dollar. Just let's see what happened basically. You see here 14.21 or 142.12. We had a sell around there because this was activated first after our webinar. After last webinar, this setup was activated. I thought I would be going for a scalp, but what happened is trailing stop nailed it, and I think I was stopped somewhere around there. I didn't manage to get full price potential, but very close to this red level. So this was, for me, this was the huge winner. Some of you maybe got here. Euro dollar was 50-50. Some people made loss, some made profits with these setups. But basically what happened is all other trades were highly profitable. And to be honest, this was really a nice hunt for I hope all of us who traded those pairs. And now I have a message that entry was missed by 1 pip. That is very unfortunate. Sometimes it happens to me, and that is why I just don't like those pending orders and all other stuff. I like to trade it live, to trade it with market orders, just because of those things that can happen. But you see, really Euro Yen a winner, Aussie perfect winner, Pound perfect winner, and what is more important, we almost had it didn't have any drawdown, and that is the great thing. Almost all of trades except euro dollar were initiated instantly in a profit. And now I will refer to today's analysis, of course, to today's analysis. What we had in mind is, this was my analysis of today. And yet again, Camarilla confluence with all of those levels proven to be very fruitful. These setups were initiated around 37.85-90 level, and what happened is the price went down just a little bit of this, where this arrow points, to 37.97, and then it dropped down. The price was dropping down, and it still is dropping down somewhere around H3, and this arrow points to target price. It was to the pip. I can say it was accurate to the pip. You see a red level also around 50, and I hope that you had, at least you had entered this trade. Let's see. Also here I posted as every day on Admiral Markets website. You can see it here on my blog. Daily analysis. What we had in mind is we had bullish divergence. This is inverted head and shoulders pattern. And I know this, maybe some of you will tell me that I am a contrarian here. And I really played also a long setup early morning. I got some 15 pips from long setup because I wanted to exploit exactly this breakout. And I had entered somewhere around there, just a little bit short of this red line. And I have driven it to 73 to this ADR stop. And later afterwards, we saw it was perfect short with just a little bit of drawdown, or maybe not drawdown, but it was at least some, and not sometimes. I need to say we should always have a little bit of drawdown. It's not a problem because we trade. But sometimes when you hit those trades when they're not drawdown at all, that's really perfect. And what happened is a confluence of trend line. This is 1-2 rate trend line. I drawn it. The price hit the trend line, went a little bit above, but there above it was 37.85, my red level, and also a stop, ATR stop there at 37.88, but also at 37.97 it was H5. So that was a weird thing for any of you. I hope that you didn't long it there. And I know that some people may expect it to go to 38.20 and I don't know, 38.50 or something like that. But when you see triple confluence, usually that means that you can trade around those levels. At least you can go for a scalp trade, 10, 15, 12, 20 pips. It's okay. But for those who were patient, the price went exactly to 37.55. So you know how I trade. When my plan is reached, when I am done with my daily plan, then I don't trade. So sometimes I can take trades, sometimes I don't take trades, but all of these setups are strictly mine, and all of these setups I take when I'm not in other trades. So if I'm not over leveraged, if I have some more room, I always trade euro dollar first and then other currency pairs. But also today it was very good concerning Aussie, concerning pound, and concerning euro dollar. So we will see what next days will bring. But now, prior to this webinar, of course, as always, little disclaimer. I can say that the disclaimer is very, very important, and I will always tell you that if you want to proceed further with me, you're accepting the disclaimer as it is, and all risks associated with forex market. On each slide I put a warning: FOMC Wednesday FOMC. So guys, pay attention. Forex Factory calendar, you see Wednesday, GBP claimant count, MPC asset purchase, MPC official bank rate, unemployment rate. Then we had a break until building permits, and of course 8 o'clock FOMC economic projection statement. I wouldn't, all of these setups now should be taken into consideration as light setups, okay? Yeah, I will explain, Igor, just after the webinar, all of questions, no problem. Possibly I would short it. Yeah, 37.55. Just let's get back to the chart. 37.55. Would I place a short if the price went down 37.55? Yes, if the price closed just below the level, then this setup surely it is a valid setup. But I don't think that the price would have reached this level. So of course, H3, if we had a bearish pattern around this level, we also, then I would say, okay, we can enter a short, because we also have this trend line. You see this trend line around here. Now I cannot draw, I cannot paint it here, but you see a trend line there. But to trade short, I need to see bearish pattern close below H3 level, of course, and I want to see momentum dying. I don't want to enter bullish momentum with bearish pattern. I want to see retracement of momentum, bearish pattern, to be able to trade it effectively, okay? But of course, if we had seen some bearish pattern around 37.55, we could have entered, of course, with short setup there. So of course, let's get back to presentation. FOMC Wednesday, that will be very important day, so don't trade very heavily. Don't trade very heavily, because I don't know what can happen. The price may spike up 38.20, 38.50, go to 39, also it can spike up, spike down to 36.50. So these setups are valid till Wednesday. Okay, I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade it on Wednesday. On euro dollar, same situation. Uptrend on H1 where H4 shows weakness. How can we know that? This is uptrend, equidistant channel. Equidistant channel, I have drawn a equidistant channel line. Of course, possible short breakouts that can happen below 37.55.50, drawing the price to previous resistance, now support 37, 36, 35. Exactly, but 1 pip, 2 pips, it doesn't make any difference. Now, 4 hours showing weakness, even though we had a nice up channel, because this is 1 hour up channel. If you see, this can be a trend collapse pattern, okay? Because we also have a trend line exactly around equidistant channel line. You see a trend line around there. But this is important. If we move the trend line around here, okay, here, you can see that this was a nice uptrend, 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 and then it looks like trend collapse because the price has broken intra-week trend line, and then it tried to correct itself, but it didn't make any new high. This price didn't make any new high. So that is why I'm very cautious. Many of you thought that, I know that many traders, I'm not referring to you, especially you who are listening now. I'm referring to many my friends on Forex Factory and some friends in real life, which I know that trade also with me. And sometimes they are wrong, sometimes I am wrong, but general assumption was that the price will continue to correct itself to 37 and possibly 36.50. As we could see, that is why we need to pay attention to the divergence. We need to pay attention to patterns. Especially I like Camarilla setups. So here is what we had now. The same setup basically is the same setup. Buy around 37, 30, 37.50 with stops around 37, targeting 37.50 and 37.85 subsequently. If it doesn't happen, we can try to exploit sell scalp around 37.85.90, 20 pip stop, target, trail stop, of course. 20 pip target and trail stop. I would go for short trade again around this level. Of course, I wouldn't like it to see it on Asia, or maybe, I don't know, late Asia, around 5 o'clock where I don't trade. But what I would like to see, maybe until early Asia or something like that. But I'm not sure that now volatility is dying. It's 6 o'clock, almost 7 o'clock. So I am not sure that we can have a sell trade. Maybe how it looks now, for me, it looks like the price may be in range. This is master candle. You see master candle. It wants to break to the downside. This is master candle. Okay, this black candle. Now it's a range candle. Now we have a range. On 6 o'clock, when you see a master candle, there is a big candle which holds every subsequent candles in it. That means that is the range for next couple of hours. Probably on break of that range, we can see some breakout trade, but with not big momentum, because there are no many big money who is trading now, big money traders who are trading now. So this is a master candle, this is a resistance now, this is support now. As I see this, I'm not sure that we can have any of those setups in the next few hours. But if it happens, this is what we can exploit. Sell scalp around 37.85. Of course, buy around 37.30. I don't see it I don't see it breaking. I don't see it breaking below 37. That is for sure. Today I don't see it. As I say, maybe it will go down later, because it looks like bullish pressure here. It looks like bullish pressure, so it can go down to test 37.30. But what I want to say, we have double bottom here. We have also red line So, okay, do as you want, but pay attention to these levels. 37.30 is buying zone, 37.85.90 is selling zone, okay? So that is important. And of course, this is valid only until Wednesday because of FOMC. And this FOMC should be special. If we get a QE tapering, then we can probably see dollar strengthening up. We will see. That should lower the pair down. GBP dollar, it's in uptrend, of course, but generally it's in uptrend, generally speaking, because we have down channel, of course, again equidistant channel on 1 hour, and it exceeds to 4-hour time frame. You can see how it makes those zigzag swings. So generally it is in some sort of uptrend. If you see daily, it's huge uptrend on daily. But on 4 hour is downtrend, on 1 hour is downtrend, and also if you see it's respecting this equidistant channel line. Now I see euro yen. I wanted to take a short around 65 for a scalp trade, and now I can see it drop down. Yes, it happens often for me to miss good setups because I'm looking on other things and other charts. I need to make alarms, because maybe from New Year we will see. If I have the time, I will make also analysis for other pairs, because I have extended my trading pairs. What I trade basically 10 pairs now, not just 4 of it. And from time to time I also take GBP yen, GBP Swissy, Euro, CAD, Euro, Dollar, Aussie, especially Aussie yen and Aussie Swissy. All of those pairs have perfect patterns. You see now Euro broke 37.50. That is what I was warning during this webinar. If it breaks the line, if it breaks equidistant channel, we can have a breakout around these levels. These levels 37.30. We will see if we will reach it there. I'm not sure, because again it's 7 o'clock, but who knows? It's going down. It's broken the master candle, and it's also broken equidistant channel line to the downside. This is pure price action. Okay, so let's get back to our slideshow. On GBP dollar, buy around 62.60, 50 with stops around 62.30, targeting 64. Yet again, I see nice setups on pound sterling, and what I want to say, this is confluence. A red line which is trusting equidistant channel line. So if we get here, we can maybe and possibly have another long trade to the top of the channel. Okay, so and also double top, so at least it should make some resistance for scalp trade, for swing scalp trade, or possibly if we trail it for positional trade. But you see here, double top, double bottom, one bottom, second bottom, double bottom, and also 62.60 historically important level. Okay, so double bottom at 62.60, stops are 62.30, targeting 64. Or if it doesn't happen, we can sell at 63.40, 20 pip stop, 20 pip target price, trailing stop, 63.40. Why? Because it's the top of this channel. As you can see, it's the top of this channel. You see again confluence, red line, trusting the top line, the top part of the equidistant channel line. So yet again, this can be a nice setup, trusting equidistant channel line. Either way, long there or short there, it doesn't matter, whichever hits first, but we don't want to take any trades in this dead zone, because now it's not time for any positional trades, only some scalp trades such as this euro dollar, but well, you see how we missed it. Maybe some of you have taken the trade on break of 50, but you see momentum is low. It's trying to go down, but it doesn't have strong momentum. So for cable, that was it. Okay, cable, simple. Aussie, what is saying? Correction on 1 hour time frame. It's in downtrend. Aussie, it's in nice downtrend, but also we have accumulation here, and now do you see the price is stalling around 38.2 fib. But what I aim is sell at this level, 89.90, 90.10, targeting 89.50 with stops at 90.20. This is my setup as I see it now. If it happens to break this confluence point, surely it can go to this level, but I don't see it higher now than this 61.8 and this red line. So we can try to take sell trades from there, and those sell trades will make possibly inverted triangle. So it will be a big range on Aussie. Okay. I don't see any alternatives now on Aussie. Only this setup 89.90, 90.10, targeting 89.50 with stops at 90.20. Okay. And euro yen, what we have, 4 hour head and shoulders. Head and shoulders, and this is scholastic example of head and shoulders. Right shoulder, head, right shoulder. See how the price respected our level from previous webinar, 142.12, and we had great setup, sell around that level, trailing stop. Now what I see is something similar, of course, according to head and shoulders. Sell at this point, 141.80, 142.00, targeting 141.30.00 with stops at 142.20. The only buy breakout setup is here. If we break to this level, 142.20, 61.8 confluence with 142.12 previous and now also resistance. If it breaks it to the upside, I will take a trade breakout of 60 or 40, 42.20, targeting next red line. This should be a breakout trade if it happens. This position trade if it happens. But we also have, due to head and shoulders, possible sell breakout at 141.20 to drive it to 140.75. This is, if it happens, this can be a nice sell from below this level to the red line, because that is head and shoulder neckline, and also that was previous swing low 41.20. So the breakout of 41.20 should reach 40.09 and then proceed to 40.74, 75, let's say, okay? And it's going down according to head and shoulders. And of course, position buy at 142.20. You can also try to go with trend. This is trend setup. This is trend. Position sell 41.80. That is around here. If we want to see it going down there. But for me, better setups would be if they break to this level or they break to the upside. So whatever comes first. So there are many setups on euro yen particularly. Okay. So those are all setups for today. Now I can answer your questions, and then I will show you again screen so you can take some screenshots. Reserve Bank in Australia said that they will like Aussie at 85. Yeah, probably, Igor, is because of that. Now we see those bearish pressure. But of course, until it gets to 85, we can have both trades to the upside and to the downside. So far, this can be a good level to short trade according to trend, according to this trend line, and to this is also confluence. So anywhere around those levels. So yeah, Aussie is generally in a big downtrend now. Will the news for Aussie monetary policy meeting minutes make a big move? Maybe, we will see. Don't take any strong trades then. We will see. I don't know. I cannot say that will make or not a big move, because I'm not sure what they will talk about, what the chairman will talk about, what other members will talk about. It can be a big move, not necessarily, but it can be. If they mention again that Aussie is on disturbingly high, how they said last week. If Aussie is disturbingly at high levels, then we could see another drop for Aussie. Of course, there is perfect agreement with fundamental and technical analysis. So basically, yeah, of course, it can make a big move, but I don't know if it will happen. We will see exactly. Sometimes when Draghi speaks, there is no movement, there is small movement, but you know, sometimes it can happen to be a very, very strong movement. I expect biggest movement on Wednesday. So we will see FOMC how it will happen. So here again, take screenshots, whatever. Euro-dollar plan for tomorrow. Of course, I will come up with maybe this will be the same analysis on tomorrow morning, but I will come up with, of course, new analysis as every day. But so far, this looks like it. Euro-dollar cable, which was really, really interesting to trade last month. Aussie. And Euro Yen. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can ask me. I will gladly answer it. So those are all setups, nice setups. You see how this is trend, breakout, trust, or trust, pullback, trust, pullback, trust, pullback. Also, this is some sort of descending flat bottom triangle, bearish triangle, and head and shoulders on Euro Yen. Okay, guys and traders, if you don't have any questions, we can conclude the webinar. You have all taken screenshots. Of course, I may be wrong as always. These are all examples and possible setups, and if they agree with your analysis, also you can safely trade it. Safely, as I say, if you use good money management and proper money management. Next week, we will have important webinars. One of webinars that is very new will be about news trading. I will show you what news and which news you can trade, how you can trade with those news, and what news you should avoid. So news trading, and then we will see Pro Learning Lab. We will have flashback, me and Chris, with you, and of course we are closing to New Year when volatility will probably fade. Many traders will close their positions, so don't take any over leverage trades. Okay, nice talking to you, and see you very, very soon. Thank you for attending our webinar, and thank you for supporting Admiral Markets and myself. Thank you very much. See you very, very soon.